Abua.
Okay.
Start.
Hello, everybody. So good evening to the SDTM universe. Now, welcome to the 826th meeting of the South Delhi Toastmasters Club. First of all, the mission of the Toastmasters Club is to provide a positive and supportive learning environment in which members are empowered to develop leadership skills and communication skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. I'm here to introduce the meeting ground rules. First of all, we do not talk about gender bias subjects, religious and political subjects in a derogatory or offensive manner. Secondly, for active participation, keep your videos on unless you have low broadband connection. Thirdly, your audio must be muted unless you have a speaking role. So for your phones, keep them on silent. And if you have a call, either take it after the meeting, or if it's an emergency, put your audio off, video off, and then take the call. Now, since, as I said, we are a supportive club, after each speaker finishes, please send them at least one commendation or recommendation through private chats. Voting happens after each and every section. So vote for your favorites tonight. Now, even though screen sharing is public, please refrain from doing so unless and until needed. Also, chat box is public as well, but please refrain from clouding the chat box from unnecessary messages. Keep a pen and paper near you, and also, especially for the guests, please volunteer for the table topics, because that is one of the best way to get the taste of Toastmasters. Now, I would like to pass the baton to our presiding officer, Arshi Kapoor. Yes, to you.
Thank you, Varsha. Very glad to have you as FAA for today's meeting, which is the 826th meeting. Holy weekend, as you can see in the background, there's a lot of colors, and we all celebrated Holi yesterday. So, of course, we will talk about Holi. So, for me, the best part about Holi, now that I'm grown up and I can't run away and put colors in people and play with water, it's gorging on gujiyas and having chole bhature, and then taking a very nice long nap in the afternoon. So that's what I did yesterday. But I want to understand from all the members as well, what is their favorite thing or part about Holi? Amit, you want to say something?
So I want to say that favorite part of Holi is that celebrating Holi at office with colleagues, where we enjoy us a lot. Before yesterday, we had that Holi party at office, and yesterday I had also a little party, holiday party, and also that is a time in a year where I spend time with my next door neighbor and having drinks, alcohol, etc. So that is a special day, and we do that once a year, not every. That's all.
Yes. I saved the alcohol, but for today, since I'm on vacation today, so Holi was a dry day for me. All right, Utkarsh, what about you? What did you do? Anything fun?
Yeah, so the favorite part about for Holi is what I feel like is when you can see your parents fighting over the baltis, that who will put over the water on other people. I think that is the most fun part, and throwing water balloons at people. I think it's very fun, and strangers throwing water balloons, and just making them all, fill them in all colors, and just thinking that okay, it will take 2 to 3 hours for them to just move the color. For me, it's a very fun thing.
Yeah, balloons are fun when you're not at the receiving end. Toastmaster Aditya, how about you?
Well, it's been over 18 years since I last celebrated Holi.
Okay.
But I'll talk about when I did, it was like everybody would if you put -18 in your ages. To simplify it, just using the water balloons to on top of a balcony and throw it on people, the basic stuff we all do, which the thing we do. So it was like we all have done. So there was nothing separate or unique about it. It was a way we all celebrate, and getting up at 7 in the morning and making sure that the bucket was filled up, all the pitchkari or whatever was ready. And then since I was in a different place, 18 till between 97 2003, so there it was more one of those colony, one of those neighborhood kind of things, like your Vasant Kunj or those places where you could, where we had influence over certain younger uh, people. So they would come to our house, and then we would ask them to come to our house at 7 a.m. and then we would ask them to fill it up, and then we would go and throw balloons, come back to our home, fill it up again, and then go back. So we would keep at least 3-4 buckets ready. We would get up at 6-7 a.m. and keep it ready, and try and influence a couple of 7-8 years old who would be probably, let's say, your age by now. That's how it is.
Right. Well, that's an interesting story and a good anecdote from your past. Thanks for sharing that. All right. So without further ado, um, what is Toastmasters about and what is Table Topics about? It is about spontaneity, right? And we dedicate about 15 to 20 minutes every meeting to spontaneity because we believe that it helps you think on your feet and it helps you develop a knee-jerk reaction to handling situations. So we sort of thought of incorporating that in the theme today. So we ended up with no theme because we wanted to be spontaneous for the 826 meeting of South Delhi Toastmasters. So now with the no theme and just to being spontaneous, I will now introduce the Toastmaster of the day, which is Toastmaster Amit. He is our VP membership, but apart from that, he is a very, very humble human being who you will always see having a very broad smile on his face whenever you meet him or you see him in the little box on your screen. So I am very happy and honored to welcome Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Amit. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ayushi, for this wonderful introduction. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. So I am Toastmaster Amit and Toastmaster of today's meeting. And I am here with a theme, no theme. No theme, it seems like today I left my home but didn't know where I have to go. Just on reaching on the red light, I was thinking where I have to go. It seems like we are living life without purpose. We are living life without purpose and we don't know what actually we want to learn and earn from that life. So today's theme is also like just that, no theme. It's a completely spontaneous for you as well as spontaneous for me. And I am coming with few ideas, but before that, I would like to hear from you guys, you people, that if someone asks from you, like you have to speak, and didn't give you a clue what you have to speak, on what topic you have to speak, then what you would like to share. So Toastmaster Arushi, could I ask from you, if someone asks you speak for 1 to 2 minutes, then what topic or on what idea would you like to share with us? So Toastmaster Arushi.
Yes. So if I have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes, what am I going to talk about? I actually attended my counseling class today and it was about hypnotherapy. So, and I think it is pretty interesting. So I think I would like to talk about that if given a chance.
Thank you, Arushi. So guys, I want to share that last week I attended a leadership conclave in the Toastmaster fraternity, and there I met with the top people of the District 41. And one thing that I learned in that meeting, and even though as a little bit introvert guy, when I met with so many people, so many leaders, I was just silent. I had not topics on what topic I have to speak, what I have to discuss with them guys, what I have to ask from them. I was just speechless. I was just watching here and there and watching the people. I knew few of them, not most of them, but few people also know me. So that was a good sign for me, at least as a Toastmaster. So, but during that conclave, I learned one thing that is really a thing we should learn, and that I learned there, we should have a storyteller. We know the art of storytelling. So I want to share with you my story. So in the childhood, I was very good in the mathematics. I love to do mathematics, but I was a guy who have no goals, no aim for my life, what I have to do, nothing like that. And could you ask from yourself how many you are here who set their goals for life and live their life in that way? Certainly, I was not that who lived life with goals. So I was very good in mathematics when I reached to the 11th and 12th standard. So I was very good in accountancy. In college, I was very good in the accounting. And when I completed my post graduation master of commerce, at that time I was also very good, I love doing accounting, and I have that passion for accounting that I can read accounting, I can study accounting for 24 hours without any interruption. But I had no goal for my life. I will take this story forward, but before that, I would like to tell you that Toastmaster meeting divided into 3 sections. So if there are guests, then for their information, I want to tell Toastmaster meeting are divided into 3 sections. First is prepared speech section, second is table topic section, and third is evaluation section. And the one important thing I want to tell you about the evaluation section, here evaluation for elevate members. So now I would like to call the main evaluator, general evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Varsha. Please, Toastmaster Varsha, come on the virtual stage and tell about us your role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amit. I like the spontaneity of the theme today. So even I did not prepare the speech, like the introduction that I was gonna say. So today, I think it's a different meeting because generally the general evaluator has a bigger tag team. But I think since Holi was there, and I think everybody is itching to go back to physical meeting, we have our one and only, like the only person in our tag team, our timer. So I will first call him up. He's the debutant timer, and he's going through all the auxiliary roles and doing very well. So Toastmaster Achyutam, just come and introduce your role first. Here we go.
Yes, thank you, General Evaluator. I'll share my screen and we'll go through the timing for the various sections. So I hope you can see my screen. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So hello everyone. So today we have in our meeting we have 3 sections: prepared speeches, and then we have the table topics, and in the last we'll have the evaluation section. So today we have 2 speeches. The timing for them is 5 to 7 minutes, and we have a grace period of 30 seconds on the upper side and the lower side. I'll be showing the green card at 5 minutes, yellow at 6, red at 7. So that's the first section. I'll move on to the second section, which is the table topics. So the total time for the table topic session is 20 minutes. And all the individual speakers, they'll get to speak for 1 to 2 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds on the upper side. So a speaker can speak from 1 to a maximum time of 2 minutes 30 seconds. I'll be showing green at 1 minute, yellow at 1.5, and red at 2 minutes. Moving ahead to the speech evaluators. So we have 2 speech evaluators today. Both of them will get 2 to 3 minutes to present their report and their evaluation of the speakers. And I'll be showing green at 2, yellow at 2.5, and red at 3 minutes. Moving ahead. So I think, yeah. So in the evaluation section, I think the auxiliary role players, so they'll also get a similar time. They'll they can present their report from 2 to 3 minutes. And the general evaluator would get 5 to 7 minutes to present a report with a grace period of 30 seconds on both the sides. I'll be showing green at 5, yellow at 6, and red at 7 minutes. I think in the end, will have the Toastmaster of the Day conclusion, and that is for 1 to 2 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds only on the upper side. So I'll be showing green at 1, yellow at 1.5, and red at 2 minutes. So that's all from my side. I wish all the best to all the speakers, and back to you, General.
Thank you for explaining what a timer does. And now I would explain a little bit about my role. Here today, I'm going to be sort of observing keenly how the general meeting hygiene is going on. I will also be evaluating all the evaluators. So all the auxiliary role evaluators, that's the timer, and the speech evaluators, as well as the anchors. So our TMOD of the day and table topic master. If there is a little shortage of content because I have to stretch it for 5 minutes, I will also be trying to evaluate the speakers as well. So that is all from my side. I will now I will now give it back to our TMOD, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Varsha, for giving your introduction and your team members' introduction. So now I started a story, life without purpose. Means I was living my life without any purpose. But our first speaker, so we are going to start with the first session of the meeting, that is the prepared speech section. And this prepared speech section, first speaker is Toastmaster Smriti. And she has completely opposite opinion, what opinion I had and what actually life I lived. So what she said, leading life with purpose. Leading life with purpose, she said that life without purpose is just like life without soul. So before calling her on the virtual platform, I would like to call her evaluator, Toastmaster Devan. Toastmaster Devan is there?
I'll be the evaluator.
Okay. So Toastmaster Utkarsh is going to evaluate Toastmaster Sukriti's speech. So over to you, Toastmaster Utkarsh. Please share the speech objective of Toastmaster Sukriti's speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. You're doing a wonderful job. Now I'm the evaluator of Toastmaster Sukriti. She is giving her level 1, project 2 from the Pathways Leadership Development. Her speech title is Leading Life with Purpose. Now, the purpose of the project is to learn and review basic methods of writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. So I'll be evaluating her on how she presents, how well organized and well delivered the speeches. She can use any style, be it humorous or informational. The only thing is the content should match the style. All the best, Toastmaster Sukriti. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Utkarsh. Now, Toastmaster Sukriti is going to deliver her level 1 project 2 speech. Toastmaster Sukriti, leading life with purpose. Leading life with purpose. Toastmaster Sukriti, over to you.
Thank you, TMOD. It is said that only those who can see the invisible can do the impossible. Good evening to my fellow Toastmasters and guests. I believe that life without purpose is life without living a soul. Today, I'm here to tell you how you can lead your life with purpose. Number 1, knowing who you are. Being able to live life with purpose can help you know who you are. It can unleash new possibilities in your life. Knowing who you are will help you understand what to do in life. First step is to know what is one thing that drives your interest in life. You must have a vision or direction for your life. You have to be on the driving seat of your life. If you will not, life will have its own obstacles and consequences which you will not be able to face. Number two, find a way to serve. In order to find ways and to serve with purpose, it is not important to be famous. As Martin Luther King said, not everyone can be famous, but everybody can be great because greatness can determine your service. Whatever your vision or talent is, using this for service for the community and the world, or using your knowledge and information in the service to the world will help you lead your life with purpose. Most successful people in the world had an idea to serve for a better tomorrow. Mahatma Gandhi, fighting for independence. His service led India to become an independent country. For many years, sitting behind the laptop, I thought, how can I change the world? How can I serve for a better tomorrow as a designer? It was almost a year left for me to graduate, and I asked myself, am I serving for the betterment of the world or its people? It took me a while to realize what I was doing. I made a decision that I will no longer design just to be a designer, but I was going to design to help solve problems for the people. My decision to bring that change made me not just a product designer, but also added a purpose in life. Building these products helped me in a way to give back to the world. When your ideas have motivation to bring a change in people's life, success will definitely follow you. Number three, always do the right thing for good. If you do good, good will be done to you. What you do good for others, they can become unforgettable to you. People remember you stand out of the crowd, doing the right thing even when nobody knows you are doing it for them. It will bring you an immense joy and happiness. As said by the great Lord Buddha, when others make you suffer, it's because they suffer deeply within themselves. Suffering are spilling over them, for they need your help. Doing the right thing or by suggesting them or helping them give a better answer to their problems will help you lead life with a purpose. Doing the right thing, even when people think it's not right, you will be rewarded with good, peace, and have a purpose to life. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmasters Kriti. It was really a nice and well-delivered speech. You delivered it very well, calm and composed way. Thank you so much. I request everyone, please take your time and give Toastmaster Sukriti feedback in her personal chat. And timer, please let me know once 30 seconds over. Toastmaster Achyutam.
Yes, sure. Toastmaster of the day. I think we can move ahead. TMOD. 30
Thank
seconds
you,
up.
thank you, Toastmaster Achutam. So now our second speaker, Toastmaster Sahil. Toastmaster Sahil is a guest speaker, and Toastmaster IC Pandey is going to evaluate Toastmaster Sahil's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Pandey. Please share with us his speech objective. Toastmaster IC Pandey, are you there?
Toastmaster Amit, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster
Yes,
of the day. The purpose of the speech, the Toastmaster Sahil is presenting is level 1 project 3 speech. The purpose of this speech is for the language to enhance his speech. So all the best to the speaker. Thank you, and over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster IC Pandey. Toastmaster Sahil, so I asked from Toastmaster Sahil, on what topic you want to speak if someone asked you to speak on something spontaneously without any clue. So Toastmaster Sahil yet not replied for my question. So I would like to hear from you, Toastmaster Sahil. So Toastmaster Sahil, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Hi, Toastmaster Amit. I didn't reply to your question because at that time I was working. I am currently working in Cognizant and it's my training period going on. And yes, if you really want me to answer to your question that what would I like to be, what would I like when I, what was your question, by the way? Actually, I don't remember it.
On what topic you want to speak if someone asks you to speak for 1 to 2 minutes?
Definitely, I'm definitely going to speak about my journey in Toastmasters, and then how different it was, than others, because I'm currently working in Cognizant and I'm having sleepless nights right now. I have not yet slept for over so many days. I know that it's really going to be very painful, and that's why giving mock assessments daily, and then actually I'm also doing a project as well in my Cognizant. And yes, it was really a very, very difficult job. It's a very tedious job to maintain a balance.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sahil.
And
so
at
that's
that
great.
time, and yes, sir, at that time I was on a video call as well. So it was very difficult for me to reply to your message over via WhatsApp.
No worry, Toastmaster Sahil. So that's very good to hear that, and good to see your passion that you are working from so many days without sleeping, without taking your sleep, but ensure that health is wealth. Health should be the top priority.
Definitely.
So Toastmaster Sahil, debating is an art. Debating is an art. Toastmaster Sahil, over to you.
Hello, Sahil. Have you checked your email? No, Ishita, not yet. But why? What happened? Sahil, you remember? Long back, the two of us wrote an article for the joust. What? The joust? Well, I really don't remember myself sitting on a horseback and killing someone with my sword. Killing someone with your sword? No, Sahil, not that joust. It was a national level debate competition where we have participated and we have now reached to its finals. Debate competition, the joust. Yes, I do remember. Sahil, but I have a doubt whether we should go there or not. Just because I had a conversation with one of the organizers and I came to know that the rest of the participants are all from IIMs pursuing their masters. Well, we are still undergraduates. I think it would not be fruitful for us to be a part of that event. Don't you think so? No, Ishita, it's a debate competition. And aren't you forgetting what our mentor told us? That debating is an art. Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and my dear audience, debating is an art. And I believe that an art needs to be promoted. Facing the audience, just ignoring everything and everyone around you, and then just speaking the voice of your heart. so that everyone believes in what you say is a task of guts and courage. And yes, it was a matter of guts and courage because I have never been this nervous. At least not in the recent memory. Maybe at my wedding speech a few years later, but it is debatable. The day finally arrived. It was a bright, sunny morning. We were all dressed up in business casuals. Took a deep breath. And finally, were all set to compete. No sooner did we enter the competition venue, we saw everyone way older and experienced than us. Like in a room with all the ministers and I being the recently selected. This scared me to my core. Discussing about the event, we saw organizers entering the room holding a sheet of guidelines. Now it was finally the time to witness the eminent jury members. The jury members were from University of California. Wow, incredibly amazing. One of them was an editor-in-chief at Taylor and Francis. Their positions not only made us excited, but also intimidated. I was scared out of my wits when I was told that you have to be on stage. Begin your speech. I had a cold feet. All that I memorized washed away, except for one universal line. Debating is an art. It was the most scary scenario since everyone was seated and I had to begin. I could literally hear my heartbeat over the mic. But overlooking that, I began. I was really nervous when I initiated my speech. But as I continued to speak, I was feeling words were coming out of my mouth as freely as air. Remember the reaction, to be very honest, but what I do remember is how painfully scared I was. So my opinion here is, it's just the beginnings that are difficult. But once you catch the right track, everything falls into place on its own. Quitting never lets you win, and the winners never quit. It's an unalienable hard work and a relentless drive for pervasive victories that count. To judge you like you think you are going to get judged. It is you who have to fight the insecurity demon who is stopping you, who is making you conscious. And if you win over that demon, then I'm sure you won't face any problem by speaking in public. A flower does not think of competing a flower next to it. It just blooms. Believe in yourself, and I guess belief is one of the most powerful weapons that can help a person to reach his goal. Debating is an art, and I believe that an art needs to be promoted. Thank you so much, everyone, for lending me your ears. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sahil. Really, it was an amazing speech, and you connected very well, very smoothly. So, guys, please take 30 seconds and give your feedback to Toastmaster Sahil on his personal chat. And please keep giving the feedback because here we are, everyone is here for learning, and your feedback will work and do wonder for everyone. And Toastmaster Achutam, please let me know once 30 seconds over.
Now let's vote for the best speaker, and there are I see I would want 9 votes. All right, I see 10 members, out of which I'm discounted, so I want 9 votes. So please do vote. We don't want a repeat of last week, so let's vote. I can get 2 more votes quickly, and then we can close the polling. Okay, time's up. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. So guys, I started a story where a guy, me, started his life without any goal in his life, but a love for accounting or just mathematics. I would take this story forward in the next part once I meet to you again. So now let's start with the second section of the meeting. And for that, I would like to call Toastmaster Aditya as a table topic master. And Toastmaster Aditya, I would also love to listen from you on what topic you would like to speak if someone asks you to say anything on any topic.
I think I've done nearly 500 episodes of my talk show where I have spoken on various topics. So they're not exactly impromptu, but once you develop enough experience, you often go to that part. So on what topics? Well, I'll speak on in sports. In the world of sports, I can. In the world of entertainment, yes. And yes, sports, entertainment, and popular culture, I can talk on those subjects. All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Amit. Now let's get into the more interesting part of the meeting. It's a table topic section. I have 9 topics and we have 9 members. So it's perfect. Everyone gets a chance because it's a different meeting. So you don't have to worry about it. We'll start with Toastmaster Arushi so that our guests can also get into the habit of understanding what the topic is. So Toastmaster Arushi, your topic is... Okay. Toastmaster Arushi, the world is not enough. The world is not enough, Toastmaster Arushi.
Right. All right. I think it's a beautiful topic. Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. Okay. So for the last 9 years, every day seemed like getting up, doing my fair bit of exercise, catching my cab, barely getting to catching my cab, going to work, working for about 9-10 hours a day, coming back home, having my dinner, sleeping, eat, sleep, repeat. That's pretty much common for everyone. And on the weekends, you would go meet your friends, and one day you would just rest it out. So this was something which you don't even realize becomes a routine and a small bubble that you create around your life. But then when you sort of step back and consciously decide to bring about change in your life, you realize that the world is not enough. And just like you don't have enough time to read all the books that are there, similarly, there are not enough experiences that you can intake in one lifetime. So, and that thought sometimes, kills you and makes you wonder that you're missing out on something. But I think if you can make some peace around, just living, making a conscious decision to get out of your comfort zone and try, you would see that there is always something new that the world has to offer to you. So at any given point of time, this remains a constant, even though change is the biggest constant, that the world is not enough. So I will urge all of you to reevaluate some choices in life, your daily decisions and long-term decisions, and make that conscious call of making the slightest change in your life, because that slight change will lead you to discover something new. And let me reiterate by ending that please, please, please put your foot out and go out and explore the road less traveled, because the world is not enough. Back to you, table
Thank
topic
you,
master,
Toastmaster
Toastmaster
Arushi.
Aditya.
Toastmaster Achyutam, are you ready? Okay. There's a topic for you. Trains
Okay.
versus planes, favorite mode of travel.
Okay. So I'll be timing myself as well.
Yeah.
Toastmaster.
Yeah.
Okay. Just give me a minute. I'll reset the. Okay. So trains versus planes, favorite mode of travel. So I think that usually we travel by three modes: trains, planes, or buses. So over all these three different modes, I think the best one that suits me and which I feel is the best are the trains. So several reasons. First one being my dad works in railways. So from my childhood, I've been like traveling like so we get free travel, and usually we like travel to different places like 3 times or 4 times a year. So I'm accustomed to traveling on trains. So I like that, and I think like it's so. I used to live in Maharashtra back like when I was small in my childhood. So we used to travel to Kanyakumari, we used to travel to Jammu, and all this we used to do by train because it's free. And so if you want to go from Maharashtra to Jammu, it's like 30 plus hours of journey, but it didn't feel anything. So yeah, because like there are several reasons why you can talk to a lot of people, you can sleep easily, and yeah, it's not like the train is not uh, fumbling a lot, so it's good to travel in a train. And planes, I think they are the worst. So you have to sit on very narrow seats, and usually people don't talk to each other, so it's very boring. So I've traveled like 2 or 3 times in my life up till now, and I so in my 30 hours of journey in train, I don't get bored. But there was a flight from Delhi to Chennai for 2 hours, and I got really bored because I can't use my phone, I can't do anything. So yeah, I my favorite mode of travel is trains, and I think my time's up as well. So back to you,
Thank you,
Toastmaster Aditya.
Toastmaster Achyutam. That was a very interesting take. Now let's have Toastmaster Utkarsh to take up the topic.
Yes.
Okay, so your topic is, whose stunt double would you want to be?
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. I think that is a very wonderful yet a very difficult topic. The stunt double that I like to be, I think, would be a Vin Diesel or in Fast and Furious, because right from the childhood I've seen that all of his movies, Fast and Furious 1 to Fast and Furious 9, and in that I can see that he's performing all the stunts, and I'm not sure whether it is CGI or it is actually that is happening, but I think it would be great because they are happening in different locations across the globe. So it will be a great opportunity for me to travel. And second, they have a huge budget, so I'll be in a lot of luxurious hotels, and I'll be having a good time. So I think stunt double for Vin Diesel is one. Second, also I would also like to be stunt double of Tom Cruise also, because in that I have heard that he performs all of his stunts by himself. So, being a stunt double for him will be a fascinating experience for me. And also, while being a stunt double, I would also be able to experience a lot of from the other actors and actresses and to see how the movies work. So, being a stunt double will give me an opportunity to get an inside view of what happens in Hollywood, in Bollywood. Also, I like to be stunt double, third person. I like to be stunt double is of Tiger Shroff, because I think he performs wonderful stunts. And if I'll be a stunt double, I'll be able to also learn from him how he performs flips and everything. So I think these are the three people that I like to be stunt double for, just for the reason that I like their movies. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Utkarsh. All right, let's see whom we can ask. Can we have Sahil? Are you there? Sahil? Okay. And,
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, this is your question. Talk us through this.
Your high school, college dream. Definitely. Shall I start?
Yes.
Yeah. Dreams. Absolutely dreams. A dream for a college reunion, absolutely, which is not at all possible in these corona pandemic. That was absolutely, we all got stuck. And from the last 2 years, it's been all virtual modes we are having. And then if I would plan a reunion, of course, not the virtual mode, but definitely I would prefer to go physically. Definitely, I will go and I'll meet them in a separate, in some restaurant or something like that. We'll have chit chats. We'll discuss all those memories that would remind us of all those times. We're definitely going to cherish all those memories, all those moments that we all have spent together. And yes, all it goes. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sahil. Let's go ahead. Let's ask Toastmaster Varsha. Toastmaster Varsha, the mind is a blank slate. The mind is a blank slate, Toastmaster Varsha.
I was very happy when you read the mind is a blank state because I just finished my yoga series like of 21 days. And that's what they've been trying to tell us, like, keep your mind blank, keep it blank, learn how to keep it blank. That's what yoga is all about. So I was like, this seems like a sign, this topic seems like a sign. But now that you've converted into a blank slate, this is also kind of true. I am like, for like, as Sahil's topic, debating is an art. I can debate myself on this one, for and against both. When we are born, like how we grow up, where we grow up, how our parents are, how our peers are, friendships, all of that really, fills in colors and like different shapes in our mind, and that like sort of forms our personality. But the against, I would say, voice to this statement is we already have genetics, we already have, so much heredity in us that it's not really completely blank. It's partially blank. There is only so much that you can do with yourself. Like, I know people love saying that humans are limitless. I do believe that humans are limitless because our mind, I would say, can go anywhere, because it's blank, because you can fill in any color, you can put in any problem and like jab at it from different angles. So you can go anywhere. However, our bodies cannot. So bodies hold the mind back, which I'm very thankful for, because imagine if your body could go anywhere like your mind would. I would like to conclude that I both believe that this is true. However, at the same time, it's not completely true. That is all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Varsha. Now let's ask Toastmaster Amit. Here's your question. Yeah.
What
This is the
activities?
question, Toastmaster Amit. Which activities are you afraid? Forget the spelling. Which activities are you afraid to try? Which activities are you afraid to try, Toastmaster Amit?
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. So I am thinking which activity I am afraid to try. Generally, I try to do everything so that I get at least experience. But there is an activity that is a bungee jumping. So that is happened in, I believe, Uttarakhand. So I never tried that, and obviously it seems me very scared that how people can jump from so much height, because height is another. I have a little height phobia. So this is the activity that I afraid to try. But apart from that, other activities I try to I actually try to do, so that I at least learn. And even though it is a bungee jumping, I afraid to try it, but still if I get an opportunity to do that, then I will try if things allow me. So that is all for my. Okay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amit. Now let's call Toastmaster Pandi. Are you there, Toastmaster Pandi?
Yes, Toastmaster Aditya.
Okay, where are you? Yes, this is the question. The matrix, Toastmaster Pandi. Toastmaster Pandi, the matrix.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya, for giving me the topic. The matrix, it's a complex in nature, but how we are taking it in life, it leads to derive the complexity into simplicity. So whatever the circumstances we are facing, and what are the environment, the resources we are coming in your, having in your hand, accordingly, you can optimize that get from any situation. You cannot go with different tool which you have already experienced with a new problem. So you have to think at this point spontaneously to fix the new problem with a new tool. Because the old tool, it may not be helping you to get rid of the new problem. So in any circumstances, you have to always focus with new thought process and new creativity to get into complex into simple. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Aditya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pandi. Achyutam, do we have time? Do we have time?
Yes, we have 5 more minutes.
Okay, I have only one. I have 2 topics left, but I only see one speaker left. So this is the final topic. This is for Sukriti. This is your topic. All limitations are self-imposed. Toastmaster Sukriti. Toastmaster Sukriti, all limitations are self-imposed.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. So I believe all limitations are self-imposed. This is because a person has their own limitations, and your limitations can decide what you want to become or do in life. And you should not really stop yourself in order to like understand that this is the only limitations you have. You should, like, one person should be able to like the one person should be able to know that your limitations are way more higher than what you think. And that's one way of knowing your limitations is to keep on learning and growing with the learning, and understanding what those learnings are bringing to you. So those learnings can definitely help a person become more fruitful. And yeah, that's about it. Over to you,
Thank you, Toastmaster Sukriti. I do have one more topic, but do we have guests? Pandian? Pandian, are you there?
That's okay. I think we can
it's
now
okay.
go
We
to
can
the
close the table
Aditya,
topics.
you can do the last one if you want.
Yes.
I thought this was about to happen. All right, let's break all the rules. This is my topic. Well, this is one phrase we've heard a lot of times: to err is human, to forgive divine. But then I like to take a different take on it, because human beings have created computers, and computers are not far from perfect beings, because human beings are not perfect beings, so aren't computers. But then if to err is human, I think to forgive is now digital, because we can easily forgive on the digital platforms without meeting anyone. So if we make an error, if you want to say, you just send a text message, I'm sorry, and it will be done. So that's how I do it. But let's get more into the depth of this topic. I won't include my name in the table topic because it won't be fair. That will be the idea. But I was not even I didn't think I'll be giving a topic. So I think the members today will forgive me for a table topic, taking up a topic, because this is unprecedented. In fact, today's meeting is unprecedented. We only have 9 members, and we had a lot of discussions on should it happen, should it not happen. Eventually, we decided let's go with what we have. And those who haven't come, we can forgive them because they are occupied with certain events. And if we make errors in the meeting, that can be forgiven because we have limited strength, and maybe from the next meeting and future meetings, it will be back to a good base. That's all from my side. Now let's vote for the best table topic speaker. Is everyone qualified, Achyutam?
Just give me a minute, I'll check. Yes, everyone is qualified. All the 8 speakers are
9 speakers are qualified. Okay. 8 speakers are qualified. Okay. All right. So let's confirm the names: Toastmaster Arushi, Toastmaster Achyutam, Toastmaster Utkarsh, Toastmaster Sahil, Toastmaster Varsha, Toastmaster Amit, Toastmaster Pandey, and Toastmaster Sukriti. Right?
Yes, correct. That's it.
Let's vote. It's a difficult one, but let's vote. Okay, that's a good number. I'll close the poll in the next 10 seconds. All right, I'll hand over the stage to the GE to carry on the meeting.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. And this is, as you said, unprecedented because all of us got a chance to speak. So I'm very happy about that. And now, first, we will start with the speech evaluations. So our first evaluator is somebody who took up the baton like instantaneously whenever, like the moment we asked him to. So now we have Toastmaster Utkarsh, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Sukriti. Here we go.
Thank you, Toastmaster Varsha. You're doing a wonderful job. So I'm really grateful to evaluate Toastmaster Sukriti because she has just started her learning experience, and I've been there too as well. And believe me, I am there only. It is so lovely to see Toastmaster Sukriti giving her speeches on a regular basis in the club. So kudos on that. She feels it feels like she's so genuine when she's giving her speech. She is sharing her personal anecdotes, and she is very genuine while giving her speech. In her speech, she talked about having a purpose in life that leads you to yourself. I think that is a beautiful idea that she took, and commendable job on that part. The speech was very informative, yet it was very inspiring and motivational as well. Now, my evaluation is divided into 3 parts: what she excelled at, what Sukriti can work upon, and what Sukriti can challenge herself. The something that she excelled was that Sukriti didn't use any crutch words. You were very fluent, articulate, and very coherent. Sukriti was also well organized. She catalogued and categorized her speech. That was the objective of her speech. She divided her speech into beautiful points. She used quotes from different famous people, and she used her speech to give full of examples and personal anecdotes. She paused after every key point to stress on that point. She was absolutely clear. She was very transparent. She had proper eye contact. and there were physical gestures, which is very nice. Now, something that Toastmaster Sukriti can work upon is her nervousness and confidence. I could see that she was a little bit nervous and she was somewhat losing her confidence at the end of the speech. My suggestion is to just keep practicing and just be regular, because when you will start to feel confident and be less nervous, you will start to enjoy yourself. And when you start to enjoy yourself, will be also able to enjoy your speech. And now, what Sukriti can challenge herself is the vocal variety, to add flavor to the speech and to be humorous, add some humor points so that it is an emotional relief. It energizes the people and leaves the speech memorable. In all, I would like to say that the speech was well organized and well delivered. Congratulations to Toastmaster Sukriti for giving her second speech. All the very best. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Utkarsh. And now we have our second evaluator, Toastmaster Pandi, who would be evaluating our guest speaker, Toastmaster Devansh. Here we go. Toastmaster Pandi, you're not audible.
Someone rightly said that well begin is off. Now, am I audible now?
Is your video on? Can you try put?
Am I audible now?
Yes, but there is a static.
Yeah.
Can you turn off your video
So
if
I'll
it is
check
on?
video.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's it. Now, is it audible now? Yeah. So well begun is half done. So Toastmaster Sahil began his speech with vocal variety. So he started dragging the attention of the audience. So kudos to the Toastmaster Sahil. The purpose was met. That was the vocal variety and the body language. And I have two commendations for him. The one is his speech was evident to that. Is the voice modulation, with whatever the content he was delivering to that. The interacting, changing the position also, as well as changing the voice model. What could have he done better is, having said that, the speech, the evaluation of the speech is 84% was the body language and 16% is the content of the speech. If you are coming to 84% of the body language, the major portion of the body language is the leg, but that is not visible while delivering his speech. So his camera angle could be in such a way that his leg portion should also be visible to the audience while he delivering the speech. This is my recommendation. So overall, his speech, he started with the topic is debating is an art, and he added anecdote to that, sharing the personal story to that, and keeping eye contact, the vocal variety and the awareness of the audience, and everything is excellent. So overall, his speech met the purpose of the vocal delivering his speech with vocal variety and the body language. And if we could add the camera angle in such a way so that his leg movement, the audience, it will be better. The purpose, and I would like to thank you, and over to you, G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pandi. I think now we can have first, the timer, is everybody qualified?
Yeah.
Okay. I also want to
Can you hear me?
confirm.
Hello.
Yeah, there is. I think your internet is
I think
a
there is.
little problematic. Yes, today. I'm
Yes,
confused. Is
everyone's
my internet fine?
qualified.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it is my internet. Okay. I want to confirm, am I like completely visible and perfectly, yeah, right? Okay. I was confused if it was my internet. Okay. So now moving on to the second section of our evaluation, which is to see how everybody did on time. So for that, we have our wonderful timer, Toastmaster Achyutam. The stage is all yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Generally, very Varsha. I'll share my screen and we'll go through the time. Just give them. Okay. Is my screen visible? Okay. So, give the report of today's meeting. So, our Sergeant of Arms in our intro opening speech, she spoke for 1 minute 30 seconds, which is in the time limit specified. Next, I would move to the TMOD Toastmaster Amit. He was slightly over time, so he spoke for 4 minutes 36 seconds, and the maximum time allotted was 4 minutes. There's a grace period of 30 seconds on this, so I would let Amit confirm for the final voting if he's qualified or not. Moving on to the speakers, as first speaker Toastmaster Sukriti, she spoke for 6 minutes and 10 seconds, which is very good. She adequately. Toastmaster Sahil spoke for 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Moving ahead in the table topic sections, Club President Toastmaster Ayushi spoke for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which is pretty cool, and she used more like less. I spoke for 1 minute 50 seconds. Third speaker, Utkarsh, spoke for 2 minutes and 7 seconds. He's also, so everyone's qualified. Toastmaster Sai spoke for 1 minute and 10 seconds. Toastmaster Varsha spoke for 1 minute 47 seconds. Toastmaster Amit spoke for 1 minute 6 seconds. Toastmaster Pandi, 1 minute 20 seconds. And Toastmaster Sukriti, 1 minute 30 seconds. So that's all on the table topic section. Moving ahead on the to the speech evaluators report, Toastmaster Utkarsh in his evaluation spoke 3 minutes and 2 seconds, which is well within the time limit specified. Toastmaster Pandi spoke for 3 minutes and 15 seconds, which is also well under time. Oh, I forgot to time myself right now, so we don't have the time for this section, and I'll be timing the general evaluators report next. So that's all from my side. Back to you, general evaluator.
Thank you so much. So I think you are qualified, and Aditya, is there any need to vote?
There's no need to vote. We can carry on.
Okay. So here, I think I can start with my report. So I want to break down the, and like I would say, evaluation or analysis of how the meeting went in couple of sections. First, I would evaluate the speech evaluators, then auxiliary role player, the timer. Then thirdly, I would evaluate the anchors. And then fourthly, the general hygiene of the meeting, how it went. So starting with the speech evaluators, we have our first speech evaluator, Toastmaster Utkarsh. So what as we have the CRC approach, and we can go ahead with commendation and recommendation. So I want to say first is Toastmaster Utkarsh like sounds very compassionate whenever he's delivering an evaluation, which just adds to the charm of like, yes, like of a good evaluator. Then secondly, it was very cleared and structured. I like how like people can easily follow when you tell them, hey, here's what's going to happen, and then follow through that. His recommendations also were on point, which were like, especially the vocal variety. I think Sukriti can do wonders with smiling a little more, which was also a recommendation for me. I am trying, so Sukriti, join the club. Now, I would say one thing that Toastmaster Utkarsh missed was the speech rate of Sukriti's speech rate was a little slow. So it was harder to, I would say, focus. Also, like to note when the sections or like the structures are changing. So I would also request Sukriti to learn how to pace the speech a little better. And for recommendation for Toastmaster Utkarsh, it's the same recommendation you gave Sukriti, which is vocal variety and enthusiasm. Both of us keep hearing this every time, so let's work on that. Now we have our second evaluator, Toastmaster Pandi. I think a big downfall for like the meeting and even Sahil was the fact that the internet connection was not as good, and that sort of made a lot of like messaging lost in translation. So I hope we can, I mean, it's no one's fault to be honest, but we can check the internet first and like try to be in a good internet spot. Now, as far as recommendations go, I love the fact that he stayed on the objective, which was vocal variety and body language. So his recommendation was also like tailored according to body language, which was show more leg and like so that it's better to see and feel the speaker's motives, I would say. Now, as far as recommendations go, I've already said internet connection could be better. And then I would have liked if Toastmaster Pandit could have spoken about more specific body language and, like there was a little vagueness around the whole commendation and recommendation. So like adding more specificity, adding like very key points so that like the speaker knows where exactly to make changes, that would help. And also, I would also like to give a commendation as well as a recommendation to Devansh. He used a purse in his first scene when he was playing out that scene. He used a purse, so that is very like commendable. Using a prop is always nice. However, it wasn't visible. So practice your camera angles first so that your props, the ones that you're using, are visible. Now, let's move on to the timer. I think the timer did a very good job today. So because I actually don't have any recommendations, I like the fact that everything was done visually so that he shared the screen well. I think one the recommendation can be the slides that he was sharing. Some of them are a little pixelated, so try to have like the cards. I think the yellow card was smaller. So like these things like aesthetics, if we go into aesthetics, these things matter. So like make sure that that is taken care of. Also, one commendation for him is the fact that his video was on throughout, because I remember when I was timer for the first time, my video was off because I found it very hectic, the role of a timer and also showing my face at the same time. So I'm glad that his video was on. That is all for the timer. Now we have two of our anchors today. So first we have Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Amit. Toastmaster Amit, so like he sort of fooled us in like, we all believed that there was no theme, that he didn't prepare. Like we were all made to believe so. However, that was so not true. Like I love how he strung the whole no theme, no goal, no purpose in life. That messaging like sort of fell like, I think we all felt that messaging because he asked everybody, what would you speak when there is no topic? And I just kept thinking about, like, I rant about the fact there is no topic, and so there is lesser creativity that comes out. However, I like how everybody answered to him, and I like how he involved all the speakers in the beginning of even Devansh. Even when Devansh didn't reply, Toastmaster Amit made sure that he can put his words forward right here, right now. He also, like, a great commendation that he keeps doing every time is the positiveness or like the smile that is on his face. I think we all learn, like I am certainly learning that trick, and it's really helping. I like the fact that he strung a story as well. So stories are always in like interactive, and like it also lets us know more about the person who is telling the story. So I like the segues and how he, like strung all of the pieces and information together. Now to our table topic master, Toastmaster Aditya. So I like 9 people, 9 topics. It went very well. And also, since there were not many people, everybody spoke, which was great. And also, like, there was no time for volunteering. Everybody was picked on spot. So there's also like that added spontaneity that is like seems to be the theme of today's meeting, like the secondary theme. So that was good. I'll also like that you prepare slides, and then so that there is a visual support for all the members to read as well about what their topic is. However, I would, the only recommendation would be you use the screen was used as a, like when you were speaking your table, like in your table topic, the screen was a barrier. I felt like your face wasn't shown. So that was a little disappointing. We would have loved to see your face. That is it for the anchors. However, when it comes to the general theme of the meeting, I have just like one recommendation, which is people backing out at the last minute. It seems very unprofessional, and like we can handle it well. I'm not sure exactly how, but like we should be able to handle it well. The meeting started on time, and I'm very happy everybody took very active participation. As I said, everybody spoke. So that is it for my evaluation. So now I would like to pass it to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Amit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Varsha. You gave perfect feedback to everyone. So that's great. Thank you so much. Now we started today with no theme. And when I started with no theme, I picked the people and asked from them on what topic you would like to speak or what you would like to share with us. And simultaneously, I shared another thing about my life, a person with no goals, but some love for something, some subject. So why I did that? So first, let me conclude my story. When I had no goal for my life, but I have love for something. So that helped me to be a little successful. Yeah, I accept that still I have not attained that heights that I could be because I had not goals, but I had love for something that helped me to be successful. And maybe that yet long journey has to go. And on another part, I picked from the people and asked from them on what topic they would like to share. So what I want to tell you guys, so I want to tell you there is not only the goals, there is not only the objective in life that help you to be successful, but if you blend that goals with passion, then obviously you are going to attain the new heights in the life. So just only not only just goals, but also ensure that with your goals you have to be the right passion. And when I was asking from you on what topic you would like to discuss, then obviously at that point of time, people would like to share something that they love a lot, and that is the passion for their life. And passion is the another thing apart from goal to help us to be successful in our life. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Arushi, our president.
Thank you, Amit. I think you ended it beautifully. I think having an idea is, I mean, of course, it's difficult. It's not very easy. But for implementation, what it takes is passion. And that's what you rightly said. So thank you for leaving us with a learning for today's meeting, where the theme was no theme. All right. I am so glad that the 10 of us turned up for this meeting and made a statement through this. So I thank each one of you for coming and showing your support and just being there. Achyutam, thank you for timing us today. You did a wonderful job, even though it was your first time doing it. Great. And Sahil, it's very humbling for us, and we're very happy to host you at South Delhi Toastmasters. So I would encourage you to come and speak at our club in future events. Hopefully, we can see you in person very soon. So let's hope that you get there. I personally want again to thank each one of you who turned out for today's meeting, despite it being a festival weekend. So I will not keep you tagging along. So we will just have a quick picture just to make sure that we have a memory of today's meeting.
And let's vote for
And
the best anchor if we can.
yes, absolutely. Sorry, I missed that.
So Achyutam, all the anchors are qualified. Let's okay.
So the general evaluator spoke for 7 minutes 50 seconds, so he's
Yes,
disqualified.
let's
And she was worried about not being able to make it for 5 minutes.
Yeah, she's told me she's been strict. If there's a disqualification, let's go with that. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
what the meeting is. If there's
Yes,
one,
I
And
think we
everyone
did
else
make
is
an exception one other time, so this time we will not.
no. She gave me a good message for exception. So we'll adhere to our own rules.
Yes,
No rule breaking today.
yes,
So
absolutely.
is everyone else qualified?
so Aditya, one question. So in the opening Toastmaster TMOD opening speech, he spoke for 4 minutes 36 seconds, and his time is 4 minutes. And there's
That's
a
fine.
So what do we do?
Is that okay?
Should we?
Okay.
That's fine because sometimes you start the clock in 5 minutes grace is
It's
fine.
fine.
5 seconds grace
Let's
is
make
fine.
it. Let's keep it fine. Okay. Let's vote.
On the side, can I request Sukriti and Sahil to come on camera, please? And Pandey sir also, if you could come on camera. We will be
The
taking
polls
a
are
picture.
over to Arush.
All right. Thank you. So everyone, I request you to put on your brightest smiles. All right. Okay, I've taken a picture. Thank you. Wish you again a happy Holi and hope you enjoy your Saturday night and Sunday. See you again next week, hopefully in our last online meeting.
Let me just show the certificates and we can call it up.
Sure.
Okay, let's look at the certificates results.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Amit. Awesome job today. Best speech evaluator goes to Toastmaster Utkarsh. Oh, best table topic speaker also. You're on a roll, Utkarsh. Congratulations. And best speaker awarded to Toastmaster Sahil. Sahil, SDTM is lucky for you, so we hope to see you in future meetings as well. Congratulations. So I hope you have an ice cream, all the winners, to celebrate the victory. And I'll see you next week at 6:30, hopefully in our last offline meeting. Online meeting, sorry.